think that's air you're breathing? Wax on, wax off.
Are you ready to get woke? Welcome to the Wokest Podcast with your host, Alex Lazarev.
Hi, everybody. It's me. Welcome. I don't want you to panic. I know you're hearing my voice right now and not seeing my face. Well, that's because it's too risky. It's too risky out here in Canada showing my face right now because last night I broke the law. That's right, everybody. I have gone directly against the recommendations of the Canadian government. And I had a party. Me and a bunch of people got together. We danced, we laughed, we played music, we ate food, and yes, we even hugged each other. Yeah, 2 people may have even kissed. So I guess I must be pretty high up on the list of of terrorist suspects in our great communist nation. And I'm live streaming from a secret location right now, using the latest IP cloaking technology. And when you're using this type of technology, obviously, it does slow down the connection. So if I wanted to have a better connection, I thought I'll just do the audio. Then also you can't see the location there's no clues as to where I'm hiding from. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no visuals. It's just I'm a voice. This could be a pre-recorded. You don't even know. This entire thing could be pre-recorded. But just know everything I'm doing right now is for your safety. It's not even for my safety. It's for your safety. I know you don't like it. You're missing out on seeing my beautiful face. I get it. You're thinking this is stupid. But if the government finds out that you guys are tuning in to someone as dangerous as me, they might come after you next. So everything I'm doing, guys, is for your safety. Just like everything the cabal, governments around the world are doing right now, you know what I'm saying, is for your safety. And I just want you to understand that the only thing me and all the governments, the pharmaceutical companies, big pharma, all of them, it's all for your safety and your protection. So just have faith in that. No need to question anything you're being told. No need to do any independent research. No need to think for yourself. Just watch the news and trust that everything that's being done out there right now is for your protection. Okay, everybody? Excellent. 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 Is there any questions? What's up, guys? How's it going? I put the camera on. If you were just sitting there with your eyes closed, it's all right. You can turn your camera back on. I'm here. How's it going, guys? Yeah, isn't it great? One of my homeboys, he gave it to me as a gift. Isn't that ridiculous? He knew this was the hat for me. It was actually one of his hats, and he gave it to me. I was like, yes. So good. I got some epic birthday presents. I'll show you guys some of them, maybe. Hey, what's up, Macho Taco? How's it going? SC returns. What's going on? Armand, hello. Fablenet. Hey, buddy. Fletcher Rodriguez is here, of course. What's up, Simon? Thanks, bro. Nothing like being with yourself on Valentine's Day. I think that's the best, being alone on Valentine's Day, because it just gives you the opportunity to simmer in your own love juices. That sounded dirty that I meant, because love juices sounds like you're just masturbating to porn the whole day. That's not what I meant. But just the juices, the internal juices, the energies of love that you have, you can just be simmering in those. That's what I meant. May have come off dirtier. Yeah. At some point, I'm going to do one of these naked. I think it would be funny. All right, Fletcher, I'll be your Valentine, bro. I'll be your Valentine. Yeah, marinating in love fluids, right? It's funny. Isn't it funny? What's up, Lucho? How you doing? Hey, Saz, what'd you do on the 14th? I was marinating in my love fluids. What else? What else would I be doing? What else would I be doing? Nothing. Nothing. Yes, Fable. You are correct. You are correct. We'll talk about that in a bit. Mushrooms must have kicked in pre-show. Didn't take any today. Didn't take any at my party either. The other people were partaking. I was just so high off of just the great company and food. That there was no need. There was just absolutely no need. You're good when you're looking at a pile of drugs and you're like, who cares? I'm so happy. It would just be a waste of drugs. It's just like, who? Give them to someone else. Blaine, I wanted to reach out to you, but I couldn't find your email, and you missed out on a great party. I was sad. I wanted to invite you because I know you're in town. Oh, interesting. That's interesting, FableNet. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that book anyway. Now, see, as soon as a girl shows up in the room, guys are already flirting with her. SC returns. Just no hesitation. Did you see that? Not even a moment. Just on her. Just on it. What's up, Steen vom Wege? That's a great name. Jeez. All right, kids. So, how did that comedy self-help project end up going? I guess you're talking to someone else. That sounds like something I would do, a comedy self-help project. I mean, I teach comedy therapy. I do stand-up comedy. But comedy self-help, not sure. Oh, you saw my Cuba video. Yeah, that's an old one. But yeah, I was really pissed. I was really triggered about Cuba at the time. And I just ranted about Cuba because communism is shit. But the good news is you don't have to go to Cuba now to experience communism, because it's pretty much virtually everywhere. So that's pretty good. Oh, you meant comedy therapy. Well, I haven't been doing it. I haven't taught the comedy therapy course live recently, but I will be. I'll announce that. I got other things I'm doing in the meanwhile that are kind of urgent. But yeah. Okay. So. I had my first poll in my Telegram group. That was awesome. I didn't know how to make a poll, but I made a poll. It was great, and a lot of you voted. Actually, I didn't check the. Let's check the stats real quick, shall we? Let's check the stats with you guys. But I just asked people what they prefer for a new organization. I wanted to start a new channel because I want to be doing interviews and like asking questions and talking to people and doing more infield stuff like my old infield videos, but about spiritual awakening, about teaching people about love, getting them out of fear, making them think for themselves, that kind of good stuff. And it was a tough call because I really resonate with Infinite Being as a whole brand for everything I'm doing, but I also like woke to take the fuck out and just have it be like woke as media. So I put up a little poll and 62% of people voted infinite being media, and 36% woke that as media. So my intuition was correct that I'm rebranding to infinite being. So that's happening, and it's cool. So we'll see how quickly and how that all unfolds. But I do have a new channel that's like a fresh channel. That's all about it. Yeah, that's all about those bits. Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, so let me quit this program because it's gonna melt shit down. It's funny when you load a program and your computer just starts sweating. Do you know what I'm saying? The fan comes on and you're like, geez, I'm making you work hard. I guess I'll close that. Yes, Fletcher, I'll still be here. So, guys, let's start with we'll start with a little meditation in the spiritual teaching. I'm going to tell you about a kind of a interesting thing that happened, and then maybe we'll get into some making fun of what happened this week, talking about the news a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Guys. What's up? Okay, so let's do meditation. Where's everybody? There's only 26 humans. What's going on? Is it that it's cold out? Isn't it when it's cold that everybody's inside on the computer? I don't understand. Where's everybody? That's better as he returns. That's what I like to see. I love being by myself. Good. That means you don't hate yourself entirely, which is a positive thing. Okay. Gotta take this off for now. I also got a haircut. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm going long. My hair's been cleaned up. It's pretty nice. Okay. Woo. Okay, there we go. That's good. That hat is just too crazy. It's gonna make the whole show energy too crazy. So we're not gonna do it. Sometimes I do the exercises, Otis. Yeah, sometimes. Today I'd have to go over there in that chair. I slept in till like 5 minutes ago. I ain't gonna do it today. Okay, kids. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do I'll do a little meditation. Okay? We're gonna do it together. It's gonna be nice. Everyone's gonna be chill. You may get a little high, but it's good. Let me take a sip of tea in preparation. It's snowing. Is it snowing anywhere else over there, guys? What's up, Luca? It is snowing in Vancouver. It's beautiful. Yeah, the snow hit right on my birthday party. Okay, I want you all to play your own music for the meditation so we don't get copyright strike or yelled at. So open up a new window on YouTube and just type compassion mantra. Here, I'll type the song for you guys. It's the same song as we did the other week. The artist is Choing Droma Compassion Mantra. Okay. You'll find it. It pops right up. Oh, cool, Luca. Guitar, man. That's far away. And I think you don't have snow. So he's good. So everybody load up that song. And when I count down from 3, we're going to play it together. And then we're going to do a little meditation. I know because you're all spiritual gangsters like me, everybody's excited about the meditation. Everybody's going, oh, yeah, this is why we came. He does it at the beginning. We can just fuck off and skip the rest of the insanity and just we got what we wanted. You bastards. Okay, so you should have the song up by now. I'm going to Okay, perfect. Okay, so get comfy, sit down or lay down or do what you got to do. Okay, so make sure the volume is good level. And 3, 2, 1, play the song. Turn my camera off so you guys aren't distracted by my beautiful face. Okay, so just bringing your awareness into your gut right now. And as you're just slowly taking breaths through your nose, just bringing your awareness to your stomach area. Slowly expanding the stomach. And when it's full, just relaxing and letting the air naturally exit, whether it's the nose or the mouth, doesn't matter. But we breathe in through the nose. Just breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And just feel how simple it is, how easy it is to just focus on the breath. Nothing else need concern you for these next couple of minutes. Everything else you might think about is not actually happening in the now. Everything else just mentations, just the mind's meanderings. You can choose to just be here. Just breathing in, breathing out. The mind always believes it has a reason to be active. Very, very sneaky. Always convincing you there's something more important you need to concern yourself about other than this present moment. But it's never true, because the most important thing is always being here now. Every moment, every breath, just being here. And what would happen if just for this now, you allowed all your thoughts about the past regrets, past actions, what you did and didn't do, which partner you did and didn't get with, how much money you did or didn't make, how successful you thought you were. If you just allowed all of these thoughts to just fade away, what if you let all your concerns about what's happening later, what's happening today, what's happening tomorrow, all the things you need to accomplish, all the things you think you need to do to make it in this world. What if all that stuff was going to happen automatically? What if all that stuff was being taken care of by a power greater than this body that you're in now, this idea of yourself? What if your greater self, your higher self, was already doing and arranging absolutely everything, and there was nothing for you to do but breathe, be here, and enjoy every single moment of you being fully present in this body, in this now? If there was nothing you ever needed to do ever again, if there was nothing to worry about, nothing to plan, nothing to try and avoid, nothing to try and accomplish, what if just breathing and just being here was the only thing that was ever required? What if being here was the only thing you had to do for the rest of your life? Can you imagine the peace of knowing you're already doing everything you were ever supposed to do because you're here? Every breath, here now, here now, here now. And now together, let's put our attention into calling in all of our brothers and sisters, all our spirit guides, our ancestors, calling in the white brotherhood of light, Christ consciousness, calling in Buddha, calling in Krishna, all the ascended masters, all our brothers and sisters out there, all timelines, all dimensions. Let's ask them to send us all the positive energy, all the blessings, all the good vibrations, all the good intentions. They're always there. All these beings, all our light family, they're always sending us love and light. Let's tune in and ask for that light. Let's be present now and really feel all that love and light is always being directed at us by our light family. Let's send our gratitude to all the beings out there that have our back. And just feel that love, feel that light just pouring over your body as we open ourselves up to the divine energies that are always surrounding us. Sending blessings to all of you. May all beings be happy. May all beings be liberated. May all beings remember the truth of their nature. Om Shanti Shanti. Shanti Om. So sending your thanks to all your brothers and sisters out there, brothers and sisters of light. Feeling that gratitude for that love, that protection that's always there. May we not forget the truth of who we are. Just taking a couple of more deep breaths. And then coming back. And when you're ready, stopping your music if it's still going and opening up the eyes. Armand approves of the meditation. Glad to hear it, bro. My pleasure. Going within and connecting to within, but seemingly beings out there, but it's all actually in here. It's good. He's good for you. I'm going to read a little bit from this book. I recommended The Science of Religion. It's quite a short book. I'm just reading it for the first time. I'm actually surprised because I'm such a big fan of Paramahansa. It's one of the biggest influences. His book, Autobiography of a Yogi, just rocked my pants many years ago. And yeah, I wasn't even aware he wrote other books. I was just like, he wrote that book, but no, he wrote other books. You could swear, yeah. Sir, you could swear is legit. We have a book of his downstairs too, which I just nipped into a little bit. So I'm gonna just read a tiny bit, and then we can have a little chat. Yeah, nice, Armand. Right? It's such a good. Well, I know how, bro, because you know what I'm saying. You can't pretend that. You just can't pretend. There's no higher power. If you tune into any of the high teachings or any of the masters, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dog. It's ridiculous. So I'm glad you read that book. Did you find out about it from me, or you heard about it from elsewhere? Because I've been telling people about that book for about, I don't know, 5 years, I guess. So if you're a long time listener, you would have got it from me. And if you were listening to me for 5 years, you'd have done some other things that probably would have made your life better. But no need for me to brag. Luck when you're around. Oh, good for you, Armand. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Nature Bear. What's up, dog? Okay. A universe. This is from page 10. Oh, you've been around for 5 years too. Hey, that's cool. Okay, a universal definition of religion. Now, the reason I want to read this is why it's so interesting. Is that religion has been really given a bad rap. I myself have been pooping all over religion for like years, just slating it. Like I've done sermons where I just destroy religion vociferously. Like people listening to me would be like, I don't even think, like if you just caught me on one of my anti-religion rants, you'd be like, he must be agnostic. He doesn't believe in God. Like this guy hates. And of course, you guys know that would be completely incorrect. But the reason I shit on it so much is because I see elements of it, especially I guess I don't have to name too many, but the religions, they've really been perverted, and the original teachings of the masters that they're based on, of course, it gets diluted, and I see the lies, I see the manipulation, I see the negative aspect of it, and so it is just. I just see it as as brainwashing because it's not coming from truth or oneness or goodness, and I just I've just gone far enough in my own spiritual awakening to know if it's not coming from love and oneness, if that's not the message, it's not coming from source, right? It's men who have maybe taken something and perverted it, messed with it until they manipulate it to the point where it lacks any real spiritual power. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I rant against it so brutally, because to me, religion is like the perversion of truth. It's like it's and a lot of it is opposite of the truth. It's anti-truth, right? Anti-oneness, anti-love. So that's why for me, I've always just been just shitting on it and saying for years, go on your spiritual journey on your own. Go and seek the truth. But you don't need religion. Now, this book is very interesting because he redefines what religion is and is supposed to actually be. And so from the perspective of Yogananda, we're all religious, whether we want to admit it or not. But it comes down to the definition. So I'll read this and then we can all discuss. Okay. A universal definition of religion. So if the motives for all the actions of all men, let's just have a sip of tea first. Hey Jack, what's up, dog? So, if the motives for all the actions of all men are traced farther and farther back, the ultimate motive will be found to be the same with all: the removal of pain and the attainment of bliss. The removal of pain and the attainment of bliss. So he's basically saying all actions of men are for the removal of pain and the attainment of bliss. This is important. Okay? Here's why I'm repeating that. The end being universal, it must be looked upon as the most necessary one. And what is universal and most necessary for man is, of course, religion to him. Hence, religion necessarily consists in the permanent removal of pain and the realization of bliss or God. Okay, so Yogananda is basically saying what religion is meant to be, that this search that all men have to remove pain and find bliss, that is, he's using religion for that. Right? That religion is that journey. And the actions that we must adopt for the permanent avoidance of pain and the realization of bliss or God are called religious. If we understand religion in this way, then its universality becomes obvious. For no one can deny that he wants to avoid pain permanently and attain permanent bliss. This must be universally admitted, since none can gainsay its truth. Man's very existence is bound up with it. Is this making sense? I'll repeat one sentence. And what is universal and most necessary for man is, of course, religion to him. Hence, religion necessarily consists of the permanent removal of pain and realization of bliss or God. Okay, I'll keep going. All want to live because they love religion. Even if a man committed suicide, it would be because he loved religion too, for by doing that, he thinks he will attain a happier state that he finds while living. At any rate, he thinks he will be rid of some pain that is bothering him. In this case, his religion is crude, but it is religion just the same. His goal is perfectly right, the same that all persons have, for all of them want to obtain happiness or bliss. But his means is unwise. Because of his ignorance, he does not know what will bring him to bliss, the goal of all men. I'll read a tiny bit more. Thus, in one sense, every man in the world is religious, inasmuch as everyone is trying to get rid of want and pain, and to gain bliss. Everyone is working for the same goal. But in a strict sense, only a few in the world are religious, for only a few in the world, though they have the same goal as all the others, know the most effective means for removing permanently all pain or want, physical, mental, or spiritual, and gaining true bliss. This gets juicy here, so I'm going to read this next bit. The true devotee cannot hold a rigidly narrow orthodox conception of religion, though that conception is, in a remote way, connected with the conception I am bringing out. If for some time you do not go to church or temple, or attend any of its ceremonies or forms, even though acting religiously in your daily life by being calm, poised, concentrated, charitable, squeezing happiness from the most trying situations, then ordinary people of a pronounced orthodox or narrow bent will nod their heads and declare, although you are trying to be good, still, from the point of view of religion or in the eyes of God, you are falling off, as you did not as of late enter the precincts of the holy places. Well, of course, there cannot be any valid excuse for permanently keeping away from such holy places. There cannot, on the other hand, be any legitimate reason for one's being considered more religious for attending church, if at the same time one neglects to apply in daily life the principles that religion upholds, that is, those that make ultimately for the attainment of permanent bliss. Religion is not dovetailed with the pews of the church, nor is it bound up with the ceremonies performed therein. If you have an attitude of reverence, if you live your daily life, always with the view to bringing undisturbed bliss consciousness into it, you will be just as religious out of the church as in it. Of course, this should not be understood as an argument for forsaking the church, which is usually a real help in many ways. The point is that you should put forth just as much effort outside the church hours to gain internal happiness as you forego while from the pews you are massively enjoying a sermon. Not that listening is a good thing, in its way, for it certainly is. So, what's our homeboy Yogananda saying? He's basically saying all men That includes women, by the way. All men actually want the same thing, right? Bliss. He actually talks earlier in the book how bliss and happiness are not the same thing. Happiness is just the thing that comes and goes. You do this, you drink a beer, you're happy, or whatever, you buy something nice and you're happy, whatever. It's a temporary thing. But bliss, truly getting to a state of bliss, if you put the work in and you discover your true nature, attaining bliss, actually, that's what we really want as human beings. We actually want that permanent state of bliss. Boom. And bliss and God are actually the one thing. So we're all seeking that, and that's religion. What we're all seeking is actually that. That religion is the seeking of that state. So if that's what religion is, right? It's just a redefinition of it. If that's what it is, and everybody is religious, that's basically what he's saying. Because secretly, even though you may not consciously be going, yep, I'd like to discover my nature or God or become self-realized, even though you're not saying that, but what are you pursuing? Well, you're trying to feed your family, or you're trying to be more successful, or you're trying to get more stuff, whatever you're trying to do, you're doing it because you think it's going to give you bliss, right? Even though you may not be going, like, it may not be a spiritual thing for you, but if you're trying to achieve bliss, even subconsciously, by doing everything that you're doing, you're still trying to achieve this state of bliss by avoiding pain and getting the pleasure. And so all men are religious. If we're going by that Yogananda's definition, everybody's religious. There's nobody there's no one you've ever met that isn't trying to avoid pain and gain bliss. Maybe some kind of weird masochist, but masochists, even, they get their pleasure through pain, right? So they're still going for pleasure, but they want to feel pain to get pleasure. So still, even, Paramel says religion was invented when the world's first con man met the first fool. Voltaire. That's a good quote. That's a good quote. I like that quote. A lot of truth in that quote. A lot of truth. Not the ultimate truth, but a lot of truth. Fable says the need to sustain the form of the hoax and to cram the truth into a book or a hierarchy will always render pseudo-religion and pseudo-truth and produce fanatics and cults. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? The initial teachings, right, like Yeshua's teachings and a lot of the mystery traditions, they were all done orally, right? So there would be one master, he would know all the things, and he'd have a high vibration, I would think, if he was actually high level. So through vibration and through direct transmission through the eyes, vibrationally and orally, the teachings would be passed down, right? This is how it was for thousands and thousands of years. And then, of course, the problem is, that once you start writing a book, well, you can change it up and put a little bit of this in there, put a little bit of that in there, and then when there's some type of government, whether it's a king or pope or whatever, they can say, well, let's not say this part. This might empower people. We'll just do it this way, And so, of course, it starts getting corrupted, right? But by Yogananda's definition, real religion is actually the pursuit of bliss, the avoidance of pain and the pursuit of permanent bliss, which is, again, the human condition, right? That's what we're all doing, which is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yep, that's right. That's it. The kingdom is within. I put out a nice video on my Instagram, Alex the Comic, yesterday, just called Opposite Land, and I talked about them perverting Jesus' teachings also, but I won't get into all that this video. But yeah, as always, they take any power that's available and they flip it, right? They flip it. They don't want you to have the power. This is really interesting when I found out. Apparently, the if you go on online and you look up monks chanting, you'll often find like Gregorian monks. Now, apparently, according to my spiritual teacher, I haven't heard this anywhere else, only from my spiritual teacher, but I believe him, so I'm going to share it. Always do your own research. If I say anything too wacky, do your own research. Okay? I don't believe she had such and such. But basically, the Gregorian monks, when they were chanting back in the old days, a couple thousand years ago, apparently the vibration, because they were singing to God, right? It's God, basically. It's source coming through them, and they're singing. So it's not like, you know what I mean? Like the body is singing, but it's not really. It was pretty high level. And apparently, the vibration was so high, they were literally starting to float. That they would actually like start floating, and people would be like, "Yo, you're floating away, bro. Stop it." There's actually other stories of people having major awakenings experiences where they float off the ground. That's actually out there. Just like some people get stigmata and some statues. I mean, there's all kinds of fun, crazy shit going on. But apparently, pre-Gregorian monks actually started floating up, and the Pope changed the pitch at which the monks sing at. He said a law saying you can't sing in these pitches anymore because the vibration is too high and people were having spiritual awakenings. So he changed it by decree so that the singing wouldn't be as powerful. So people would start coming to church again because nobody wanted to go to the church because they were getting basically enlightenment listening to these freaking monks and their high vibration singing. Okay. Now, when I heard that, I immediately knew, like, yeah, that sounds about right. Because again, any true spiritual power, any real authentic, they're gonna ask that. Okay. So yeah, so I heard that, I was like, yeah. So that's cool. So I was actually trying to find just for a second I searched pre-Gregorian monks chanting, and nothing even came up reading about it, not at least on the first page. So I was like, whatever, I'll look at this later. But I would it's on my list. So if anybody goes and finds a video on that or next sermon, or you find a good article, you can come back and paste it and I'll read it. But yeah, but I thought that was very interesting. As usual, I'm taking away any real spiritual power. As usual, guys. Typical. Yeah, Fable. That's a really dope quote. There is a reason that Jesus is translated as saying, "God does not dwell in the house made with hands. Do you not know that you are the temple of Jah, and that Jah dwells within you?" I only learned recently, actually, that Jew was not actually ever like it wasn't a religion. It wasn't even a lineage of people. What actually it meant, that it actually just meant those that go within, like truth seekers, like people who are interested in self-realization. That was the word for it, apparently, was Jews. So they were literally just people that were seeking enlightenment. And then, of course, again, things got funky, and then they started putting themselves in a group, and then now we're this tribe, and it all got fucking weird. But apparently, in the beginning, it was literally just like Jews are just people who are seeking spiritual enlightenment. That was it. So we're all Jews. You're all Jews. Listen to this right now. Jews. Yay, you're in my tribe. Woo! Didn't know that, did you? Came to the sermon as a lone wolf, coming out in a tribe. Not just the Sunday sermon tribe, the Jew tribe. That's right. So that was interesting. But yeah, this is Jesus talks about this a lot, man. There's so many quotes where he's just, you know what I'm saying? This is again how they put you in opposite land, right? Yeah, you're gonna live a certain way, give church your money, and if you're good and you do what we tell you, then after you die, you go to heaven. Yeah, that's right. That's right, because God is there, pissed off, and he wants your money, and he's raiding you. And then once you croak, then maybe you get your reward. There's no heaven here. Heaven is later. Greatest scam ever. Jesus was like, no. Kingdom of heaven is within and without. It is you. It is in you. It is all around you. That's what's up. He was telling you that it's here. It's here now. Yeah. So the Bible actually it's it's virtually, it has some truth in it, but it's basically, you can't find Jesus in the Bible. That's what's really crazy. They took Jesus out of the Bible. Yeah, and I've actually started studying Jesus's real teachings, and they're like the opposite of everything that's in the Bible. Like, it's really funny. It's too much to get into now, but we'll have another sermon where we'll go into Jesus's teaching. This week I thought, let's do Yogananda, a little bit of Yogananda, because why not? I'm reading the book, it makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, good fable, pretty good. Whoops. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Why do we need religion? Well, again, you asking me? Or are you asking Yogananda? But basically, well, we need to know the truth. I mean, the thing is, if we don't, like all of the, in my experiences anyway, the real happiness, the real dropping of all fear and all worry, all unhappiness, all that stuff, that went out the window when I realized myself, when I realized my true nature. And it happens in layers. It's not like a one-time thing. But let's just say even the first time I had a major self-realization, this was in New York in 2018. When you realize that that your nature is not a person, you're not a body, you're not your thoughts, you're not a person, you're not mortal, there's no death, and your consciousness and you and all is the one thing. It's the end of fear. It is the end of fear, and completely. Fear is only exists. Your ego is afraid. Your ego is temporary. It's a temporary creation. It's valuable, but most of us get into the ego too much, and the ego runs us. And we're going for all these things in life: more money, more fame, more sex, whatever that the ego wants. And so it can never be fulfilled because it doesn't exist. You're trying to make a being that isn't actually. It's a belief system, a personality structure that's temporary, and you're letting it run your life. Right? Self-realization is realizing you're not that. You're the eternal one. So, in 2018 in New York, in one moment, I realized. I mean, it wasn't even I realized. There was nothing to realize. Just the truth was revealed, and I am all that. And there was no person. There was no person. There is no Sasha. There is no Alexander, the comedian. There never was. There never was. I was just in a delusion that there was that. There wasn't that. So that's it. So it's over. And so now, and there's, levels after that. But yeah, so there's no suffering. Like there's no suffering. There's nothing in the world that can give me anything that will make me more than what I am. It's impossible. I am, period. I am. Not a body. I just simply am. I am that I am. There isn't anything in the world for me other than to help other beings realize this. That's it. Because the self only has one agenda: to merge back, like the self in forms that are not in the ultimate form. But when these forms remember their nature, the only thing you want to do is just help other beings remember their nature too, because they're all me. Everyone is me. We're all one. So me getting more money doesn't have any point unless I use that money to help other people remember that they're one with me. There isn't anything. There's no. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a total disconnect from any point in doing any worldly things, because the world is just a temporary thing. I'm forever. I'm permanent. I am. The world is just a creation. We created this as infinite consciousness just for us to come and learn and have this experience. It's the craziest game, but the point is to wake up and realize that you're not be in the world, but recognize you're not of it. You're not from here. You created it. We created it. So why do we need religion? To end suffering. Real religion. Again, I don't even like the word because it's been so pooped on, right? But I would just say, why do we need to discover our true nature to end our suffering? That's why. That's why. And it's over in a moment. You know, I pray that it happens to all beings. I pray that we go into a global, that I think that's what ascension is. It's like global enlightenment. Everybody remembers we're one and we are that, and it's over. There's no suffering anymore. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we're all one. Awesome. Let's just go out there and hug and help everybody and heal everybody, and that's where we're headed. Might be a little bumpy, but that's where we're headed. You know, there's no escaping the global awakening. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Gary? Welcome. I am indeed chilling in the bed, Adrian. Communism is a religion too. COVID is a religion too. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I'm just a little behind on the comments. Just scrolling down here. That's awesome that you levitated, Fable. That's cool. I had one where I came out of the body. I was coming out of the body, and I was like, holy fuck. And I flipped. I wasn't ready for it. And I came back in. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Fable. In the Source Field Investigations by David Wolcott, there's a story about the monks using vibration to levitate massive stones. Nice. You see? I knew it was legit. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I actually been reading the Gospel of Thomas, so maybe next week or some other time we'll actually get into some of it. It's super dope. But I want to do like the book club where I like recommend a book and then we like read it, work with it for a couple of weeks, and then we'll do another one. And I have so many, like it's just ridiculous. But yeah, that's a super dope book, man. Like Jesus' Real Teachings. Explosive. Yeah, it's so good. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. It's an interesting one, right? Like human ego comes in and like corrupts everything, right? Because look, if we were all connected to source, right? If we're all connected to source and we're all, on some level, like if everyone on planet Earth in the last thousands of years was all about spirituality and truth and love, right? Let's pretend for a second Jesus' teachings like really took off. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like, because they actually didn't. I'm sorry to be a dick here, but they didn't take off, because if they took off, we would be in a very different planet right now. Okay, they had some impact, but they didn't really take off. They were corrupted very early on. If they weren't corrupted, wow, we'd be in a different planet. So as usual, it feels like the mushrooms kicked in, but I didn't actually take any. This is really weird. I didn't take anything. I'm just high. I'm high on the love, guys. Literally, I'm like, I feel great. I feel like I took mushrooms. Totally did not. But my body's like, you're high right now. I'm like, but why? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's the love. It's the love. It catches me sometimes. It's just a feeling of like, am I on something? I feel so happy. And it's like, no, I didn't take shit. I'm just happy. Woo. So the problem is, yeah, that it got corrupted as usual, because the ego gets involved, and the ego wants money and power and sex and all the things, right? And because we're disconnected from source, then we have all this evil shit going on, killing people, burning witches, the crusades, brainwashing people. It's just ego out of control. The ego is out of fucking control. That's what it's been. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's been. And spiritual enlightenment is literally the death of ego. Okay? I'm not speaking theoretically here. I'm not telling you guys I'm so cool. I'm just telling you, Sasha checked out quite some time ago. Okay? In layers from 2018 to now, it's just been dying. Dying. I ain't saying it's all gone. I still need the ego to just fucking talk here and shit, answer comments and like walk around and, you know, but it's death. Awakening is death. They don't tell you that. They don't want you to flip the fuck out, but I'm telling you right now, awakening is death. There's a really funny meme. Enlightenment is, and it's just like flowers in the garden and the women in dresses dancing around and shit. That's a funny, cute meme. If anybody finds a good one for that, do post it in my Telegram group. Deanne will post a link to my Telegram group. Yeah, man, it's death, bro. Is death. The Sunday sermon group, that'd be the one for the Sunday sermon piece. Death. It's fucking wow. I could just tell you, wow. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. Sometimes it's a little bit scary right before you check out because you think you're really going to die. And if you get to that point, my advice to you is don't fight it. Trust in God and let it go. Complicated. Just let go. If you fight it, then it gets really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, guys? Then it gets really uncomfortable. So, yeah. Yeah, apparently it was much better, Fable. Before. It was better. I think this reality got corrupted somewhere around that time ago. I think it's like, it depends who you listen to, but something like that. 5,000-6,000 shit got, you know, something happened, and it's been a shit show. It's been an absolute shit show. And we're coming out of that now, which is good. I got a weird message. You guys still there? My computer yelled at me. Yeah, Jeff, I think that's exactly right. We're at a point right now where if we don't have a global spiritual experience, you know what I'm saying? Like if we don't get our shit together and realize what's up, it would be the end of this cycle on planet Earth. And I think that's why the whole, you know, COVID thing happened. It's like a soft reset. And right now things are being pushed. So it's totally fucking crazy, like pushing people to their knees because it's again, it's insane. And it's again, the opposite of truth. It's just crushing everybody. So we all basically like you just forced to get on your knees and be like, if there is a God, please help me, God. You know, like literally like that's, I think that's what's happening. We're just having put the grinder on us, like, you know what I'm saying? Just crushing everybody so that we, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's extra crazy too. So people can actually, like, even if you believe like you love the government, you love the media, they're your friends, they would never lie to you. Even those people will see how fucking ridiculous it is and go, okay, this is no. See what I'm saying? So if it has to get a little bit more crazy for people to get it, then it will. But as I understand it, you know, our free will has to be maintained. So nobody can come in and force, like you can't force a spiritual awakening on somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't. Somebody needs to want it. So humanity needs to be like, please, we need to know what the fuck's going on, and then hopefully there'll be, I think, major disclosure, spiritual awakening, all kinds of amazing stuff happening. But it can't just be forced on us. You know, like you see what I'm saying? That's the thing. So hopefully it doesn't have to get too much more fucked up. We'll see. Yeah, we're not going to go back to devastation. Don't worry, kids. Don't worry. We're going to be all right. Now, oh wait, let's talk a little bit. A couple of funny things happen. Yeah, so I wanted to say that as I was talking about like ego death, right? What is going on is that exactly right, Fable. We are on the edge here. We are just ending this old age of shit show. The age of shit show, I call it. You can call it whatever you want to. I call it the age of shit show going out the window. And then here comes the age of Aquarius. It's going to be legit as fuck. And furthermore, a lot of people are freaking out right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people are behaving really crazy and having a flip out and just in the fear. And I don't think Paul said this, and then we're both like tuning in and going like, oh, this feels really good. It's not just that people are afraid of death. That's a big part of it. You think, again, if you believe the media, there's a deadly, you got to wear a mask because there's a deadly airborne virus out there and it can just get you anytime. Obviously, like, it's a very honorable virus. It doesn't get you when you sit down and eat your food. No, but the rest of the time, wear your mask and then you'll be safe. Complete insanity. There's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But the point is, yes, fear of death. You think you're going to die, so you're absolutely fucking shitting yourself scared. And that's how they control everybody, through fear. And then, of course, we're going to protect you, though. Don't worry. Just pay your taxes, take this injection. We're going to protect you. Okay. It's amazing. Amazing anybody falls for that shit. But anyway, so fear is a big part of it. Fear of death and being afraid of other people. That's how they work the separation angle, being afraid of everyone, afraid to gather, afraid to hug. Anyone could get you sick. I mean, literally, it's the ultimate. Like, they weren't already doing a great job turning like rich against poor and man versus woman and black against white, everyone against everyone. They're like, wait, how do we turn everyone against everyone? Just tell everyone you can get people sick even though you're healthy, and there's a pandemic, and just show them some pictures of body bags in China, and then tell them we're just going to lock down for 2 weeks to stop it. Just convince them that people can get people. It's so basically just lie through your fucking teeth. Scare the fuck out of everyone because you control the media and everyone's dumb enough to watch the TV. So they did that. That's awesome. And everybody bought it. Most people bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Most people bought it. Not everybody. But should we test as a percentage? Let's see. What percentage of humans on the planet actually believe that there's a pandemic right now? Okay, that's not that bad. I'm actually getting 74% of people believe it, which is actually like lower than I thought. I would have guessed 90. No, that's not bad. Anyway, so the other point here is, I think why people are freaking the fuck out isn't just because they're afraid of getting the virus or whatever. I think they're freaking out because they know we're going into, on some deep level, people know that global spiritual awakening is coming. The waves are coming in, and it's the death of the ego. And they know their egos are freaking out because they're going to fucking die. They're literally going to have to let go of their ego, and they believe they are that. So it feels like death. I think that's actually what's going on. Me and Paul both. Just a few days ago, we talked about this. And we're like, why are people acting so weird and freaking the fuck out? Are they really afraid of this virus that's like, doesn't 99.9% survival rate, only really kills people who are really old? Like, it's a flu, right? It's a flu. Why are people freaking out? They're not freaking out about that. They know ascension is coming, the awakening is here, and people's egos are flipping the fuck out because of the spiritual awakening that's coming, not because they're going to get a fucking cold. I thought that was very interesting. And it's both, because it's the same thing, right? Being afraid of a virus that kills you, or being afraid of spiritual awakening, which kills your ego. Well, only your ego can die anyway. That's the same. It's actually the same thing. But on some level, I think people are feeling this coming. I think people are feeling it coming. Call me crazy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Haroon, excellent. There it is right there. People think they'll be extinguished and lose their source of life. Exactly. They think they're going to die when they let go of their personality, and you don't die. There is no death. Yeah. I'm hoping that the vaccination has already been neutralized, the really evil one, by the good guys. And I'm pretty sure. So most people, what they're getting now is actually just the normal flu vaccine, which is terrible. Don't get me wrong. People die all the time from it and get maimed and all kinds of shit. But the one with like the microchips that's like super, super evil and changes your RNA, I think that's been stopped. But people need to, again, discover that was the plan so that they wake up, right? But I as far as I can tell, the good guys are running everything right now. And there's a lot of reasons to believe that. A lot of evidence that the cabal is actually kaput. Just one interesting thing. Certain technologies are now coming out that if you tried to put them out last year, you would have a accident happen. And they're coming out. The Keshe Foundation has these healing beds coming out. They're like rolling them out to cities. They would have been stopped before, but they're not being stopped now. And so as you see more and more stuff happening that's been forbidden before, well, I said, why is it being allowed now? Well, because the people who were stopping it before, they ain't here. They already got taken out. They're dead or they're in jail. A lot of people, if you pay attention, if you have eyes to see, you'll see. A lot of people who, are some of the big players from the old school powers that were cabal. If you look at pictures of them now and pictures of them 5 years ago, 10 years ago, ain't the same people. Different noses, different earlobes, different voices. They're dead. They already got taken out. You're looking at CGI or you're looking at body doubles or clones. I don't even know, but it's not the same people. I trust my eyes. I can see two people that are not the same people. Sorry, guys. A lot of the people that are pretending are alive, they're not alive. They died. They died a long time ago. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. So what we're shown is bullshit. It's not reality. And yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm telling you, everything that's unfolding now, it's just a show. Everything's already happened, and they're just playing this show so humans see how fucking nuts shit is, and they just start waking up. That's it. So people get on the streets, so people start taking control of their lives and declaring that they want to be good, that they want to align with source energy and not, continue down the path with satanic pedophiles that have been running our reality. Sorry, again, I'm not going to mince words, but that's just what it is. That's what it has been. So, but yeah, I think they're done. They're all done now. Am I surprised? Not really. I think the Lord protects me because I'm spreading the good stuff. Yeah, I've been really lucky. I only really been messed with like a couple of times. I don't think they're actually having the AI bots go through my live streams, because if they were, they would have also been taken down by now. So yeah, but I don't care now. I got people on my Telegram group. I'm backing up to library credits. So yeah, I'm very neutral. I'm planning on moving over to library credits. They rebranded it to Odyssey, and apparently they're already beta testing the live streaming. So soon I will be streaming only there. So one day, do be in my Telegram group, because one day, my woke notification group, is one day like you'll come on for the sermon and ain't gonna be one on here because I'll be elsewhere. But I will let everybody know in the group if they nuke my YouTubes. Yeah. Well, there's different levels of ego, right? Any ultimately, like any ego is separation from source, right? And we're eventually gonna drop all ego and just go back to source. That's actually what's gonna happen. But most people are living out of their ego consciousness, which is really, really, really not good. But if you drop that, there's still more ego, but it's just like just being in a body and being like, hi, look at me. That's still ego. But that's not bad, right? That's not bad. Me being here and you being there and us hugging and partying, that's all good. But it's the ego consciousness. That's the one that needs to be dropped. The one that needs to be seen for what it is, you know? Not all layers of ego are bad. But the one most people are living out of is not is not where you want to be. That's all. Yeah, I heard that 96. The Keshe Foundation is rolling out the healing beds. There's others coming as well, but those ones are public and you can see the videos and people go in them, and so it's kind of out there now. Yeah, I heard about that. You can actually see the 4 and 5D planets. That's interesting. I haven't seen that, but I did hear that. If you find if you can post that in the Sunday sermon group, that would be cool. I'd like to see that. Well, Fable, yeah, well, no one is home, but the one is home, because when the ego checks out, you're just everyone, everything, existence. It's trippy, man. It's great. It's the best. But yeah, there's no one. There's the one, right? Sasha, you keep saying there's no death. We do not die. Have you sources for this data? Or evidence proof would be appreciated. I'm the proof. I'm the proof. Sasha died. Watch episode 46 of my Woke as Fuck podcast. And I tell it the whole story. I died. Sasha died. Left the body. Went to source. Experienced existence as the totality of everything in existence everywhere, which is me. And then I woke up back in the body. And then for about 12 hours, I walked around and did things and talked to people. And there was nobody there. It was just the infinite oneself forever. I was looking at everybody like everything was gone, and God was all. There was nothing else. It was just unbelievable. And then for weeks after, I was in a very high state. But eventually, what was, bit of ego separation still comes in, and then you sort of come back in. But that later, that was done. Only the ego can die, is what happened. And but after that, again, there was more deaths as well, which is so profound. I haven't even. It's unspeakable. Like I haven't even done podcasts talking about the other deaths I've had and awakenings, because it's so much happened that I'm like, I know I need to, and I just haven't done it. Anyway, and then of course, so yeah, like I don't need to quote other fucking people, because knowledge is knowledge. Like when it happens, But yeah, all the other fucking people are saying the same thing. All of them. Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, all the Holy Script, all of it. They're all saying the same thing. Oneness is reality. We're all that. This is a dream. This is an adventure. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Only in this crazy ass world they try and convince you that you can die and there's such a thing, and they just, everyone's terrified of it and they don't talk about it. So they scare the shit out of you and control you. But it's the greatest lie. This war that we're in now is actually a spiritual war. And that is the ultimate deception, that you are limited, that you're corporeal, that you're, that you can be hurt, that you can die. Everything happening right now is because everybody's terrified of death. That's it. Because we haven't, as a culture, because we're so spiritually disconnected, everyone's so terrified of dying. This is why all this shit is going on. If people knew their divine nature, it'd be like, whatever, live your life, enjoy. If planet ends tomorrow or some shit, whatever, you just go back to source. You'll take another body if you need one. There's nobody, everybody would be chill. You'd just be like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's a nice one they've pulled. Go, if you want something more practical, sounds like you do, go read Anita Morjani's book. She talks about her experience when she died, died, and all the stuff that happened, and she came back in the body. I think it's called Dying to Be Me. It's a good book. And then of course there's hundreds of accounts of people who have like almost died, come back. There's a really good book if you want to read it. I don't remember the name. Yeah, I remember. Oh my God, my brain still works. It's amazing. It's called Vistas of Infinity. I actually should add it to my book list because it's really cool. Vistas of Infinity. It's a guy who's an epic meditator, and he actually is able to meditate and go to all these other realms and talk to other beings and help other beings, and he gets helped. And it's fucking epic. And he just describes with such detail all these other versions of reality. And if you read that book, there's no way you'll believe that life ends after you leave the human body. There's no fucking way. You just be like, there's no fucking way. Yeah. Also, I've communicated with lots of beings that aren't here. So yeah, this being our main life is laughable. It's like, it's not even we're multi-dimensional beings. So you're here, but you're in lots of different timelines, places, planets, all over the fucking place. This isn't even 1% of who you are. Just a tiny bit of you. Macho Taco doesn't believe in white hats. Well, we're the white hats, aren't we? Our consciousness is going up, isn't it? Imagine just we all start living from a place of love, and we all attain self-realization, and then we all come together from a place of love. The power of that love, the power of that Christ love, that will destroy this world. We don't need anyone else. We are it. We are the Christ. It's within us. That was Yeshua's real teachings. Whatever I am, you are. Whatever I can do, you shall do, and greater things, right? That and greater things, ye shall do. So we don't need to wait for anybody else. We're it. But everyone else that's also us is also doing epic shit, including people in the military and blah 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know if I had some videos prepared, but it's like making fun of how fucking insane shit is. I don't even know. I guess we should play just to mix things up a little bit. Okay, everybody's asking me how to spell. It's the Keshe Foundation. It's famous. Keshe Foundation. See, I never have to spell it. I believe it's there. It is. Here, I'll put a link for you, turkeys. For you, turkeys, I will put a link because I love you so much. There you go. Okay, I got some funny. Apparently it's Valentine's Day. Okay, you can play. One of my beautiful and sexy assistants wants to play some Valentine's Day fireworks, I think. And if not that, let's play one of my videos who's going to make fun of from this week. All right, let's play one of my videos. Pick one. Take one. I'm going to poop on it.
My mask? My mask is my passport to the outside world. It's my armor, my armor, my shield, my savior.
I didn't really like it at first, but it's sort of become my best friend.
It started off as an uncomfortable face diaper.
And it turned into a fashion statement.
It's my new form of self-expression.
But I admit that sometimes I needed to hide the sadness on my face.
Seeing you,
And you.
you and your masks,
Always makes me feel a little bit better.
So the mask helps me hide my sadness. And if I'm sad and I see other people wearing masks, they must be sad under there too. So that makes me feel better. They're literally, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Like, if you're going to do virtual signaling, it makes, like, here's how you would brainwash people if you weren't going to do it. Like, they've already done it. But if you're going to run an ad, have the fucking ad make sense at least. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you were to go, well, you know, it makes me feel safe. Like, if you're really that brainwashed and you believe in this whole thing, that makes me feel happy that other people care about me. That would make sense. You know, I care about other people. And when I see them wearing their masks out of respect to me, that makes me feel good. And that makes me one human family, like that, because other people care. That would have been really manipulative, but actually would have fucking made sense. You see? But it helps me cover up my sadness, and I see other people, and it makes me feel better. Wait a second, because they're fucking depressed too, and they're fucking bummed out, and you're happy now because they're probably covering up their sadness. That's just fucking fucked, and it doesn't make sense. But to have advertising, there's another ad I didn't save. I meant to play it for Christmas. They were running Christmas ads where they're in the UK. You probably saw these, where they're telling you, Santa had COVID. Santa had COVID. And you don't want anyone else getting COVID, so we're canceling. They're literally using Santa Claus to brainwash kids into the COVID cult. Santa Claus. Do you know how fucking evil that is? That's like the most satanic shit ever. It's like Santa. It's bad enough they're using like CIA level brainwashing against everybody, but fucking Santa Claus. Santa has COVID. That was shocking, and I should have played that at Christmas. I had it on my list, and I forgot. It's fucking unbelievable. Play the other one. Play the cartoon, guys. I'm gonna play you one more. You guys are gonna shit yourself. Play the other one.
The vaccine, you got the vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine. We can get back to normal, let me inform you, let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity, I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc says it's good, trust me, it's good. Now let's all get the vaccine. Alright, there is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you. Back in the days, there was polio, smallpox, back in the days. Measles and mumps, man, back in the days. But because of the vaccines, none of those days. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now, no need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late. For real.
For real, guys. It's killing our peeps. And it's always worked in the past. Never hurt anybody. They even tell you 90% of people won't get sick. They're literally telling you, they just admitted, even in that fucking song, and I think it's a low ball, but 10% of people will get sick from getting the vaccine, but 90% of people will be fine. Yeah, that's right. Is anyone else in shock that they just saw that? Is anybody else in shock? Is it just me? You can't even talk, right? Is it just me? Right? Oh my God, people. They're making cartoon raps about how you need to get the vaccine. I mean, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. I don't even need to make commentary. It's just that exists is enough. I mean, should we play it again? I think we should play it again. Play it again. Let's play it again. Why not? It's a night. I thought it's catchy. It's a catchy song. Let's play it again.
The vaccine, you got the vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine. We can get back to normal, let me inform you, let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity, I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc says it's good, trust me, it's good, now let's all get the vaccine. Alright, there is none higher, DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you. Back in the days, there was polio, smallpox, back in the days. Measles and mumps, man, back in the days. But because of the vaccines, none of those days. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now, no need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late. For real.
This COVID thing is real and it will find you. So, like, straight up fear, but also interestingly, by the fact that they're saying it's real, tells you is a bit of a giveaway. It is a catchy tune. It's a giveaway because what that means is they're saying that because a lot of people must be saying it's not fucking real and it's a hoax, because otherwise, why would they say it's real? So they were literally countering. There's enough people knowing is bullshit. Or even in the song, in the propaganda, they're acknowledging the fact that a lot of people are going, this is bullshit. So 9 out of 10, right? It is a catchy song, you got to admit. I have to mute, that's killing everything. It is catchy. Did I have another video? I know I had a funny graphic to show. But put something else on the screen. I think I had one more funny graphic. Only a pic. Yeah, what was the pic? I don't even remember. I just remember it was funny at the time. And I'm like, we got to mention this on the show. Yes, of course, black people. Of course, black people. It's got to be a black person. I mean, if it's a black person, you can trust them. Black people would, they would never do anything wrong. It should have been a black person and a Jew and a Muslim together. Oh, yeah, this is great. I don't know if you can see that. This is notice. This is a store in Vancouver. Notice. No face masks allowed. Please leave your face mask outside or go somewhere else. Stop listening to the Dr. Bonnie. She's a dumbass. This is our policy for our safety. Please comply or go somewhere else. So basically, it's a store here in Vancouver that sells gold and silver. And they're like, yeah, we're not. Somebody could come and rob us and be wearing a mask. It's criminal and doesn't do anything and it's stupid. So don't wear a fucking mask. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Awesome. We need more people just using common sense. You know what I'm saying? Good question. I have we have recorded another rap video, another couple, and we just haven't edited them together, so I'll have to get them on it. But we have a couple good ones. Yeah, we don't mind having big tits in videos. That's a good question. Depends how slutty you're willing to get in the video. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing favors, we'll talk offline. But yeah, I am going to do some comedy stuff. I have so many funny ideas, and it's just not enough time in the day to do all the things, to make all the jokes. Back in the days. Come on, guys. That is a quality video. You have to admit it. You have to admit it. You might not want to admit it, but it is good. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as, it's not going to be as good as this. I think we just have to accept that nothing I ever play on the show is ever going to be as good as that. And I think we'll all just be in a better place if we admit that to ourselves now. Doesn't matter how funny I am. Doesn't matter how many brilliant jokes I write. It's never going to be as good as that. It's never going to be as good. And I find making my peace with that actually gives me the freedom to be the comedian I was born to be. Because I'm not trying to prove anything by being that funny. I'm just doing me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think, but that's just where I'm at with the whole thing. 11:44. That's just where I'm at. February 14th, 11:44. That's the moment now. During my birthday week. My birthday week, guys. My birthday week. I'm partying like it's 1999 over here. Oh yeah. That all sounds very healthy, Fable. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. We've got these conspiracy theorists on here. I don't know what's wrong with people that they don't think animal limbs, aborted baby cells, nanoparticles of aluminum, mercury, partially weakened disease, RNA modification, jellyfish DNA. I mean, people that don't think that injecting yourself with that is a good idea, I don't really want them listening to the show, guys. We're just gonna have to poop on this guy till he leaves here. Okay, I came up with a dark joke. I came up with a joke. It's kind of mean, but it is funny. Do you want to hear it? Yes, I'm celebrating all week. It's my birthday week. I might go all month. Guys. So the joke is this. It's not going to be popular. You're not going to like it. You spiritual types aren't going to like it, but I'm going to do the joke anyway. What if the cabal are right? What if the vaccine is a good idea? Hear me out. What if someone thinks getting injected by someone you don't know with a substance that hasn't been proven to be safe because somebody on the TV told you it was a good idea? If you're in a place where you think that is a good idea, just maybe, you're not supposed to be here anymore. And actually, you're just being weeded out of the human gene pool. Just saying, if you're dumb enough to inject yourself with some stuff that Big Pharma is making money off, just maybe you're too fucking stupid to be on planet Earth right now. And you're not supposed to be here for the ascension. You're supposed to leave. Maybe the cabal are the good guys, and they're actually clearing away all the fucking retards. And after they're all gone, the cabal's going to show them and say, hey, actually, we're on your side. We just got rid of all the morons, and now it's just us. Now there's 500 million of us, and we all get to party. All the light works, and the cabal people come out and we're like, yeah, and we have all this money to share with you guys. We just had to get rid of all the people that were that stupid. Sorry, we're on your team. What if? I'm just saying, what if they're on our side? I know it's controversial, but have you thought about it? Just saying. I'm just saying it's a possibility. All right. Also, another news, truth in every joke, right? Another news. I'll do a couple of bits. I'm going to practice. I'm probably going to go do stand-up now. I don't know if you guys heard, but big news in China. every year they have an award ceremony, and they award one individual this big prize for having done the most to further the cause of communism worldwide. So they just had their award ceremony for 2020, but this year a human being didn't win the award. Actually, COVID-19 won the award for the greatest contribution to the communist cause. Okay, COVID-19 for single-handedly destroying all influenza cases worldwide, destroying global terrorism, single-handedly ending global terrorism. No global terrorism anywhere after years of terrorism, scaring everybody. Wiped out global terrorism, and for wiping out the greatest amount of small businesses ever, which furthers the cause of communism. So COVID-19, it won all the awards. Actually, it killed it. They have like their own communist Emmys. COVID-19 won everything, guys. Won everything. Also, it got an extra award, guys. It got an extra award for being the most honorable virus. It's a very honorable virus. Let me explain why. You know how during the world wars, both sides would take a break in respect for their wounded, and they would take a moment, they would stop the fighting for an agreed on period of time, and they would pull their wounded off the battlefield. Even in a time of war, they would have respect for the enemy. And so COVID also has that same type of respect. Don't know if you heard, but obviously there's a very deadly airborne virus right now, because that's why everybody's wearing masks all the time. Otherwise that would be crazy to wear them. So obviously there's a deadly airborne virus out there, and you got to wear your mask all the time, because it can get you when you're walking down the street, when you're walking into a restaurant, where you're in the waiting room at the restaurant. Got to wear your mask, otherwise they won't let you in. So obviously it's got to be a deadly airborne virus. But here's the amazing thing, and why I actually think COVID is a very respectful virus. When you take your mask off to eat, COVID, just like those honorable soldiers in World War II, it doesn't get you while you're eating, folks. It doesn't get you while you're eating. It'll get you when you're walking to your car. It'll get you in the mall. It'll get you anywhere. It'll get you when you're in your car by yourself, driving around, when you're walking your dog in the park. It'll get you. But when you that's why you got to keep your mask on all the time. But when you take your mask down to eat, COVID-19, it doesn't get you. So it is, in my opinion, the most intelligent and respectful killer virus ever created by man. Okay? That's another bit. Is that one cute? Is it cute? It's actually 2 bits. It's the communist, COVID won all the awards, and it's a very respectful virus. And I can go, there's more bits on the respectful, but I'm just giving you the fundamental joke. It's the fundamental joke. I like those junkies. COVID has manners, right? COVID has manners. That's all I'm saying. It's awkward with no people laughing. I know. I just have to. I know it's funny. I've done it on stage. People laugh. But I'm tightening my setup to the most important jokes, because there's a you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise I got like 45 minutes, honestly. I have so much. It's fucking crazy. I might actually record. Sometimes I do underground comedy shows. I'm going to record them, and maybe I'll put them up on library credits, and I'll put a price on it. I'll be like 10 library credits. That's like $1, and then I'll get library credits. Yeah, that'll be cool. Start whoring out my comedy. Just give the COVID the Nobel Peace Prize for curing influenza. There you go. That's it. That's good. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. That's right. The best vaccine for COVID, earplugs and shutting off the TV. You know what? That's actually funny. I'm going to write that down. It's actually really good. Actually really good. Oh, I can't even, it doesn't let me. That's funny. It won't let me copy that, but I'll write it down. I've said that before is that fears the virus and just stop watching TV. But the earplugs makes it funnier. The earplugs just makes it funnier. It really does. Yeah, I've read about this, that breastfeeding is no good. How does that even make sense? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't, like, what, how could they even justify that? I heard a rumor about this, but I haven't had a chance to research it. What's the logic? if Dion, if you find maybe a post on it, maybe put a screenshot up, but I don't even get the logic. How, like, I don't even, it's just ridiculous. You're going to get COVID from your mom. Like I don't, it's unbelievable. They just use it as an excuse for everything. Yeah, that's one of my opening jokes. Hey everybody, COVID-19, a virus so deadly, you need to take a test with a 90% false positive rate to get it. That's my opening joke. Actually, I have another opening joke, which is, that doesn't matter. But yeah, that's one of my first jokes. Yeah, psychedelics can absolutely be, or can be huge in terms of spiritual awakening. Yes. Doesn't have to be, but just if you use it consciously, then yes, it can be absolutely huge. I've done some good podcasts about that. My old podcast, I did an episode about ayahuasca where I warned people to be very careful. The Sasha Day Game podcast, it's still up on YouTube. Somebody, I'm trying to find a comment I wanted to answer later, but anyway, somebody said that I said Biden that Biden will ever get in, and that Trump's gonna win, and we don't have to worry about Biden and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, so what I said, you know, for the most part, he didn't win, right? Biden didn't win. They pre-filmed the whole thing. Yeah, I don't think he's running the show. So, but I actually thought we were going to see the rest and him going to jail and all that shit before the 20th, before inauguration. So I didn't even think there would be like a fake inauguration. I thought everyone's going to be like, yep, this was all, the cabal's gone, satanic pedophiles are in jail, Merry Christmas. I did. So I was wrong on the timing, but I still say that the big reveal is coming. Trying to predict timing, very bad, very bad. But being right on the overall thing, I'm good at that. Timing, not so good. It's like Bitcoin. You know, I did tell people to get Bitcoin in 2016, but if I said, yeah, you know, if you were bought it and then 6 months later you were expecting it to be rich, that didn't happen. But if you listen to me in 2016 and you have your Bitcoin now, you're fucking rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's the timing. Bitcoin was a good idea though. Yeah, I was kind of right about that. So same thing with this. Like, Biden ain't running shit. It's all old systems coming into an end. We're good, and we're gonna see all that happen. Exactly when? I don't know, but it's happening. It's happening. That's all that matters. P.S. P.S. If you're a crypto multimillionaire because of me, reach out. Daddy needs a boat. I want a spiritual boat. We'll just go on the water with chicks in bikinis and we'll read Jesus' teachings. It'll be great. It'll be great. A yacht. Let's do it. I Love Jesus yacht. That's what I think we need. We need a yacht. We're just gonna talk about Jesus and Yogananda and Buddha, and it will be a great time. We're gonna need a couple million though. So if you bought back in the day and you have a net worth of let's just say over 10 million, because of my advice, I think minimum $1 million boat, not bad. It's not bad. I think it's reasonable. 10%. Listen, if you'll give 10% to the church, why not 10% to your buddy over here? You know what I'm saying? I'm not brainwashing you. I'm not saying you got to do anything dodgy. You don't have to go to church. We're just going to go on a boat with some good people and learn about Jesus. Why not? I'm just putting it out. I'm just putting it out there. Bitcoin's at 50K. And I told you to get it $600, and I know some of you people did it. So I'm just saying. All right. Maybe just paste my Bitcoin address there, Dion, just in case somebody's listening and they're killing it. I'm just saying. So what else? We will do a sermon on crypto though, for real. I know I've gotten a few requests, so I will. We can do that. Just tell me how badly you want it. Otherwise, it's going to be like me making fun of news, doing meditations, and teaching spiritual shit, which is what I always do, and having guests talking about spiritual shit. You know me. That's my bag. But if you guys are like, listen, faggot, talk about cryptos, bitch, I will if you guys want it. But I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. Yeah, that's a good comment. This is really big, right? When we start acting in integrity, when we just start living our truth, we go, look, we can't support these systems anymore. That's it. That's what it's all about. We cannot support this shit anymore. It's over. The system's over. It's done. So yeah, anything that's not coming from love and is not for the benefit of all of us, don't support it. So that's why I'm talking about use cryptos, get cryptos, stop supporting these evil organizations that are doing evil ass shit. You know who they are. I don't have to name them all. It's pretty fucking clear who they are. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. The system is destroying itself. That's why cryptos, because you can't just print up more Bitcoin. You know, so if you trust a good cryptocurrency and people, it's stable and potentially anonymous ones are good, then yeah, we can trade with each other. We don't even need money. That's the thing. Even the idea of cash, that's the big manipulation. We don't need fucking money. We have love. We have each other. We trade with each other. We help each other out. You know, we don't actually, it was meant to just be a way to exchange energy, but it became our God. We need this money stuff because we want all these fucking things, and then it's fucked because they can just destroy the currency. You're working for whatever it is, $20 an hour. $20 an hour ain't shit compared to what it was 20 years ago. Because why? Because they're just printing more money, and it's worthless. Inflation, they're stealing money from everybody. It's basic economics, but nobody understands it. So, oh yeah, we're gonna raise the minimum wage by $2. Who cares? Inflation's fucking destroyed it by a massive amount, like $2, $5 an hour extra. It doesn't make any difference. You're still poor as fuck. So yeah, it's a big scam. It's a big fucking scam. Is what it is. And when you see the scam, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a scam. There's no confusing. But seriously, speaking our truth, if people just spoke their truth, if somebody comes up just to say, put this mask on, you're just like, I don't participate in conspiracy theories. Thanks. I don't watch the TV. Were you wearing a mask last year? No? You don't think they had influenza last year? Have you done any research? Do you know that the tests are all... Guy, wake up. Turn your TV off. Like, if we just start speaking our truth, this will be over in no time. Be in integrity, speak your truth, be in the love, be the love. That's it. If a small percentage of people were like, no, it's good. I know that I've said before there may be some kind of timeline split. Maybe. It might be a timeline split. I'm hoping massive global spiritual awakening. Everybody realizes we're one. Even the sheeple, even the people that are totally brainwashed go, oh my God, we're all one consciousness. Fuck these assholes. We're all love. And then boom, and then it's over. And everyone's like, doesn't mean they're like fully in line, but they'll be like, they'll have enough of a download where they'll be like, okay, let's stop being assholes. We're all good. They'll stop being afraid of death because they realize there's no death. Just a moderate level spiritual awakening. Some people may shit their pants. I did. But it's worth it. And I think I'm really praying for that because I think those are our options. Major spiritual awakening, everybody goes home, or timeline split, and the beings who really want to stay in the fear, stay in the ego consciousness, the one that just make more money and don't give a fuck. Yeah, those people may not be going to the new earth that we're clearly going into. Maybe they need to reincarnate again and do the earth thing again. Maybe. I hope not. I don't want them to do that shit. But, you know, what do you want me to tell you? It ain't up to me. I mean, it is, because you know what I'm saying, but it's not really. Yes and no. Anywho. Yes, good comment, Eddie. Eddie, where you been, bro? You're showing up late, dog. What's up? We've been streaming for hours. But yeah, good comment. Whoops. Yeah, that's right. That's funny. Fletcher, you're funny. All right, your turkeys. Listen, even though more people are joining and we're having a great time, I want to drink some tea. And my voice is going. And I can't stay on forever, even though we're having a great time. I think we're going to set up properly next week. We're going to set something up where if you really want a particular question answered, you can like send in a donation. I'd like to give my assistants some little crypto money for just hustling and finding videos and helping me, because I couldn't do it as well by myself. So we'll set that up for next week. I was semi-joking if you're a multi-billionaire from Bitcoin. So you know who you are if you are. And what else? This was a good one. It was fun ranting. Do you guys like the me just like playing shit that's retarded and then just making fun of it and doing comedy bits? Because it's fun for me. But I know most of you guys, you're just here for spiritual stuff. Just want to hear me rant about oneness and love and all these things, and which is, I'm not gonna not do that. But I like making fun of shit on the show too. So if so, I can just practice all my comedy bits on here. It's great. Fable, sure, bro. Yeah, we can have you on. If you're not retarded and you have something you want to share, like spiritual experience, you have a deep question, something interesting, you can message one of my beautiful, gorgeous assistants, and then if they're like, yeah, this person's not insane, you can come on the show. Yeah, play Trump dancing. Yeah, Trump dancing is good. There was a meme. Hang on, I have one right here. There's some new ones of him dancing. I was actually gonna play one, but I'd have to find it. I'd have to download it. Oh, damn. Jeez. I'm just looking through one of my groups, and they had some pictures of some very attractive women. I was like, damn. That just hit me. Oh, yeah, something else happened yesterday. This was interesting. A random... Jesus, this is amazing. Hang on. I'm gonna show you guys this. This will make you cry probably, but it's funny too. I think I did save this before. Let me see if this works for a picture. I don't even know. Let's see if this works. Might not work. No. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna send it to Dion. Let's go dancing. Oh, let's go dancing. Oh, do it away. Okay, I put it in our Telegram group chat. If you want to put that up. I don't know why it doesn't let me put a picture up. That's fucking weird. Let's go dancing. Ow! Let's go dancing. Ow! Do it away. Yeah, next week, Fable, if you want to come on and talk some spiritual shit, you can come on. Now I'm burnt out. I'm gonna go drink some. Jen, you see that funny photo? That funny photo was funny, man. You're gonna get that photo up. Let's go dancing. Oh, let's go dance. Did you guys see my video I put up? I started a fresh channel called Infinite Being for like me running around talking to people and waking people up and shit like that. Because I wanted to have a fresh channel. It just made sense to me. And I hope you liked it. It was me talking to people about who they trust. And it wasn't too crazy. There you go. Look at this. While wearing a full-on fucking mask with a stupid useless mask over top of it. Like this is reality now. This is fear. This is what fear does. When you allow your media to be your god, and fear is your god and runs your reality, disconnected from source. This is you. This is what it's come to, people. This is it, folks. Oh man. So crazy. Okay, so this has been nice. This has been nice. I like it. I like it just being in bed. Sometimes I wake up on Sunday, I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not gonna go over there. It's a nice, by the way. It is nice outside. Look at that. Can you see the snow? Look at the snow. Isn't that crazy? It's snowing. It's crazy out there. And I'm gonna go out there and I'll freeze my ass off and do comedy. I'm insane. It is beautiful. But I like it just in the bed. I'm so comfy. I'm so comfy in the bed. I did put some up. I put a good rant up on Instagram. Yeah, it's good. It's a rant. No, we run everything on Telegram. Just be in a Telegram, and that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is. Telegram, motherfuckers. Okay, so I love you guys. I'm gonna run away. Was Linda even here this week? Dan? I only saw someone named Quantum. No, she wasn't here. Okay, right. That's why I was confused. I'm like, what happened to Linda? Okay. Dan, I know it's you. That's a great name. Ernst Honigberg. Probably old money. Just saying. Honigberg? Oh, yeah. This guy's in a castle. He's in a castle. This is a guy who's streaming from a castle right now. That's what's happening. Oh, apparently an ex-PUA turned Christian from Islam. I'd like to hear more from you because that sounds interesting. Yep. And by the way, you're gonna like it when we go into the Gospel of Thomas. Boom. So good. You're gonna like. Do you like Jesus? I like Jesus. We're gonna be talking about Jesus. Not what's in the Bibles, though. Not what's in the Bibles. His real teachings. Controversial, yes, but so good. So good. All right. I'm gonna roll out and do some comedy. I'll be posting things to my Telegram notification group in the week. Funny things, and I'll be on Instagram, Alex the Comic. And love. And yeah. God bless you guys. See you next week. Love. Love.